Hi everybody, I'm here with Silvia Espelt. We love Silvia. Everybody knows her and I think she's very special to a lot of athletes. She has helped a lot of soccer players, so that's why I'm really excited to be talking with Silvia. And I'm also very honored to be working by her side. So, Silvia is a former soccer player from Spain. Um, she was placed by Athletes USA in 2011, and then she went on to play at Clayton State University. She made second team all conference in 2011, and she then played at national level in U17 in Spain. And well, now she's a placement director for Athletes USA. Sylvia, why don't you start talking about your experience in the US? Like, how was it for you to leave your hometown and go to US to play and to study?
So first of all, thank you for having me here. I'm happy to actually being able to speak to you. Although you say I make you laugh, but I'm happy for it. Um, so basically, I have to say and I have to admit that at first I was actually forced to go to the US.
Uh-huh.
My parents actually decided that just to pay for the service at Athletes USA without even telling me. So they came to me and they were like, "Yeah, we paid an upfront payment to David Greta, who is the CEO now, and yeah, and you're going to the States in a year." And I was like, "What? Why?" So out of a sudden this happened. Uh, at first, as I said, I was forced and I was not feeling happy about it. But in the end, I saw that it was one of the opportunities that could make my life and could make my life easier or better. So I decided to actually turn my mind around and decide, like, yeah, of course, I'll be going. There's no problem, and I work towards it. So I took the TOEFL, the SAT, and everything, and then I had the offer and everything. And in May 2011, I was like, "Mom, I'm staying, okay?" So I'm not leaving. My mom was like, "Come on, you've gone this far, just leave." And I went to the States in August, and I actually wouldn't have come back. So this how this my mind changed so badly, and that's why I mean, since I actually love the experience over there, I'm now I'm now helping, like student athletes to actually being able to go to the States as well.
Yeah, I think it's a really good experience. And as I said before, I feel like you have helped so many girls. Um, the girls I have talked to already from like playing soccer in the US, they always mention you. They're like, yes, like Sylvia helped me. I'm like, yeah, we all love Sylvia. um, so why don't you talk a little bit about your experience with the team?
Okay, so let's say that they were not that used to internationals at that point. Why? I mean, the team was just like one of the worst in the conference that time. So they were like pretty good academically. Like they had like probably 3.7 GPA overall, like for the whole team.
Mhm.
But they didn't have as much or as many internationals. They had probably at that time like probably one South African and a couple West Africans as well, but not as many. So it was like we all appeared at once because the coach changed. Like they changed coaches there. So we got an Irish coach and he started recruiting internationally. So in the end, in fall 11, we were more internationals than Americans. So so it was like all turned around for them as well.
Yeah.
So I like one of the anecdotes that I have. As soon as I was there and they were showing us around because I went with a friend, with a Spanish friend as well. So they showed us around and they were like, "Yeah, okay, we're here, blah 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 blah." So we got into the car, we saw the county, and all of a sudden, like Jason Derulo appeared on the radio, and I started singing because like I'm this kind of person that can't be actually quiet normally. So 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 I started singing, and they were like, "Oh, but you know this song? Is this in Spain or also?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course. I mean, it's global, And the other one was with McDonald's, like when McDonald's on the corner, and it was like, "Yeah, of course, there's McDonald's here as well, but it's like less expensive than in Spain." And they were like, "Oh, but there's McDonald's in Spain as well." I was like, "Come on, girls, like you Americans, like you believe that everything in America is better and you have everything, but we have nothing. Of course we do, Yeah, but I mean, that's all that I talked. Then I stopped talking. So I was like two weeks in class. I kind of spoke in class, but not with the teammates. And this captain that showed us around, she came to me at 2 weeks, and she was like, "Yeah, of course. I mean, it doesn't matter. We have understood your accent before, so just speak. There's no problem about it." They start like before that I was called noisy. Like, "Good morning, hey. Good morning, hey." so so I was the noisy in the team, and after that I was the talkative. So also turn around.
I feel like before it wasn't that common to have a lot of internationals, but now you see a lot of internationals playing in the US. So I think that's a good thing, since you bring in like talent from all around the world. And as you said, it turned a lot around for you guys as a team, and I think that's really good. I think that's the year you guys made all team conference, right?
Yeah, that year we actually made the best record, like out of all the others that they were having. Of course, now they have better records, but out of the other ones that they were having, we did the best one. Then the year after, we made it to the, I think it was quarterfinals on the conference, which was never, like, it had never happened, like probably happened in the 90s, but not then. And then the third year, which I was not there anymore, but I mean I was there at the beginning of the season, but I had to leave. So like that year they like, I believe they were finalists in conference and could have made it to nationals, but had some kind of trouble. I don't know what about, but they have some trouble and they couldn't play in nationals. But for the rest, I mean, from 2011 to probably, let's say, 2015, they were on a rise. Now they're like normal, like they have like balanced. But yeah, like we were like this.
Wow, that's really
So
So the last time we were talking about, like going to the US to play and to study, I asked you like what was like the best thing about leaving your hometown and just going and doing like the American dream. And you said that you liked how you could combine sports and study. So could you talk a little bit more about how the professors and the faculty helped you to do both at the same time?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, the main thing here in Spain, I was called up by the national team, like the under 17, excuse me, national team, like for trainings, and those occurred like during the week. So from, let's say, Monday to Wednesday or Monday to Thursday, and that was 3 times over the academic year. So I came to my teachers there, like here, and they were like, "But you cannot miss class." And I was like, "It's not that I'm missing it because I want to, I'm missing it because I'm being called up by the national team. So why? I mean, why is there a problem?" And I mean, I had an exam, I couldn't make up exam, I had to do I had to repeat it, like all that, no. So that's why I said, like combining sports over there is much easier, just because they have it like all together.
Yeah.
So let's say you practice in the morning, you have classes, and then you have classes probably in the afternoon as well, but then you have the training. So basically you build your own schedule knowing that you have those practices, and they allow you to make it happen. So because you're normally, as a student athlete, you're normally an early register, so you normally can't take the classes before any other person within the faculty or the university itself. So you're able to take those classes. And then even if you're in those classes and you have like games, like either the athletic director or the coach or you with those like the coaches and everything like in your back and helping you, you can go to the professor and they will be like, I mean, of course, like there's no problem. We will try to see how to go around it, and actually you're able to being able to do the assessment and doing late like handing it later or before, normally before, but like they try to actually work around towards it because they know you're representing the university, and that's something that they really take into account.
Yeah, so I feel like in the US they know pretty well how to do sports and studies. And like everybody helps you, coaches, professors, athletic directors. So as you said, it's easier. Mostly like in other countries, you'll have like doing university and then having their own team like somewhere else. So it's harder. So I think that's why we really liked going to the US and doing soccer and everything. You mentioned that you had to leave on your second year, no, third year, right? After university. Could you talk a little bit why?
I mean, I've already gone to the States with a chronic injury. In 2011, I was already having a first degree of chondromalacia, is the name of it. It's like I have no cartilage around the knee, like on like part of it, of course, not all of it. If it were all of it, I may be like probably drowning all the time, you know, like and crawling. But at the moment, I'm still not that bad for like not in that case. But so I was on first degree when I went there, and so like all of the trainings and the practices all over actually like made it worse. So I mean it was something that I actually knew was going to happen because I knew I was going to be training from like August to November, like probably 6 days a week, so I knew it was going to happen. So back in like at the end of 2012, like in May 2012, I was already feeling like not good. So I decided to do another MRI back in Spain when I came back in summer, and I had this chronic injury like got worse. So I got a degree 4 over then, which is like probably the beginning of I don't know how it's called in like arthritis, like the beginning of arthritis. So I went back to the States. I tried actually like training, but when I was running, like it was hurting so bad. So I spoke with a coach. He said that I could actually stay. There was no problem. Like my scholarship would have been like granted, no matter if I could play or not. But like my mind was like blown. So I actually was not feeling good because my intention was actually staying in the States like probably for 5 years. So you can imagine, like this, I was like down. So I came back to Spain over then and started a bachelor's here.
And could you talk a little bit more about what happened after you went back to Spain? Like, what did you think? How did you feel? How
I
did you
mean,
act on you knowing that you couldn't play soccer anymore at a high level?
absolutely. I mean, in you actually don't. I mean, I was not feeling good. I mean, I was very down, and I actually got depression. I was depressed. So I came back here, and like the academic year also starts in September here. So normally you have to take like the degree that you want to be choosing and starting to study. You must take it in May, because in my case I was studying like a health science field bachelor's. So those are always like they run out of space, let's say. So I had to choose something that it was not like the best option for me, but I actually chose it because it was in English as well. So I did tourism myself over there. So that was the first step, like knowing what to do over the academic side. And then after that, I actually felt that soccer was not my sport or anything that I could do something with, because I actually couldn't run, because I was a center back in the States, and normally a defender itself. Like I played as a defender, but now something happened in the team that I belonged to, like since I was 13 years old. Like the goalkeeper left for a better team in first division in Spain. So my father, who was the treasurer in the team, like in the club, came to me and was like, maybe you should try, because I know you love soccer, and you should try come back. Besides, they need you, but you like soccer, you can't run, but you have also played as a goalkeeper in the past, so let's do this. And I restarted playing as a goalkeeper now instead of a center back in January 2014, and playing second division there, like with my team, with the team I've always belonged to, my beloved team. So yeah, that's what happened. I mean, you actually need to be having like a scheme, like you need to know what are you going to do and what you want to do in the future. So besides the academic side, on the athletic side, I also got offered a position in Athletes USA in June 2014. So here I am, still not playing soccer anymore, but being the representative of my beloved team.
Yeah.
and being placement director within Athletes USA.
Yeah, that's really cool that even though you couldn't go back to Clayton, you still like found a way to get back to playing soccer. It was a big change going from being a defender to a goalkeeper, but only you could make it work.
But I'm 1.85 meters, so that helped pretty much,
Yeah, we were discussing the other day how tall you were and how small I am. So it was nice that you actually could restart playing again. And it was even cool that you even decided to stay like in the soccer industry, like helping other people and being part of your beloved team in Spain. Could you maybe talk a little bit more about why you decided to work for Athletes USA?
Absolutely. I mean, I saw the work that they did with me.
Yeah.
Like back in 2010, I had like probably 4 or 5 offers, uh, which I could choose from because they actually were not bad offers. So in the end, I decided for Clayton because the coach came visit me. It's not that I decided for Clayton just because, like he decided to come visit me. So I was like, so this is the one. I like every other, but if he has taken the step to visit me and visit how I play, it's because he really wants me. So I decided for it. So in the end, working for Athletes USA and makes me proud because I'm an alumni, to call it that way. So I try to make them feel that bureaucracy can be fun, although it's not. So I've been there. I knew all of the steps. I knew they were not like easy to follow or easy to do. So I wanted to be that supportive person that could actually make them feel that they're doing stuff, but or like they are not doing the stuff that we're doing. Like we actually help them with paperwork, and we actually help them with like emailing coaches or answering emails or answering WhatsApps, or like we try to make their lives easier. And that's the point I wanted to make. I wanted them to be helped and feel supported, and finding the best option for them in all senses. And I wanted to be that person. I mean, I'm always that type of person that wants to like help others. So it was the best option, the best offer, and the best job for me, like, in all senses.
Yeah, and I can easily say that you have helped a lot of athletes, Sylvia. So, from everybody, even me, we want to thank you for all the hard work you've done over the years. I think you have helped a lot, and well, you have made this process easier, and you have helped others achieve their dreams just like you had the chance to do yours. And so, we all think you are doing a very good job.
Thank
So, thank you.
you.
And well, I think that's about it, but thank you so much for taking your time to talk about your experience, about your injury, and just like your whole journey. I think you have gone through a lot, but you have made a lot of achievements as well.
Thank you for that.
Well, thank you so much for doing this interview.
And have a good day there, okay?